Hello, everyone. This is a TOEFL listening. Listen to a conversation activity. In this exercise, you will hear a short conversation between two students discussing campus facilities. Pay close attention to the details regarding rules and requirements, as these are common topics in the exam. Now, let's move on to the question. If you find these lessons helpful, please subscribe to my TOEFL for more practice materials. Join our community to keep improving your score with every video.
I'm thinking about starting to use the campus gym. Do you know if we have to pay for a membership?
No, it's included in our student fees, so you don't have to pay anything extra.
Oh, that's great news. So I can just walk in?
Almost. You just need to show them your student ID card at the front desk each time you go.
Simple enough. Thanks for the info.
Now, answer the questions based on the conversation you just heard. I'm thinking about starting to use the campus gym. Do you know if we have to pay for a membership? Oh, that's great news. So I can just walk in? Simple enough. Thanks for the info. Let's break down this conversation to understand the key details. The woman begins by stating her goal, starting to use the campus gym. This sets the context immediately. Her main concern is financial, as she asks if they have to pay for a membership. The man provides the answer, explaining that the cost is included in our student fees, which means no extra money is needed. Then, he adds the specific condition for entry. You simply need to show them your student ID card. Noticing these practical details, like fees and ID cards, is essential for answering detailed questions correctly. Let's start with the first question. We need to identify the main topic of the woman's inquiry. What is the woman asking about? This question asks us to identify the main topic of the conversation. Specifically, we need to determine what is the woman asking about. To answer this, we should look at her questions in the dialogue. She asks about payment with, "Do you know if we have to pay?" and about the entry process with, "So I can just walk in?" These questions together show that she wants to understand the general procedure for using the facility. Let's take a closer look at option A, the cost of her student fees. Option A suggests she is asking about the cost of her student fees. While the man mentions that the gym is included in our student fees, the woman never asks how much those fees actually are. She is asking about the gym membership cost, not the general student fees. Therefore, this is incorrect. Now, let's take a closer look at option B, the gym's hours of operation. Option B is the gym's hours of operation. If you look at the text, there is no mention of when the gym opens or closes. Since time is not discussed, this option is incorrect. Now, let's take a closer look at option C, how to use the campus gym. Option C says how to use the campus gym. This covers both of her questions. Whether she needs to pay and how she enters the building. She is asking for the procedure to access the facility. Since this broad category fits her specific questions, this option is correct. Now, let's take a closer look at option D, the location of a fitness class. Option D suggests she wants to know the location of a fitness class. The conversation is about the gym in general, and there is absolutely no mention of specific classes or where they are held. Thus, this is incorrect. The correct answer to this question is C, since this option alone fully and clearly addresses what the question is asking, highlighting the importance of careful reading. Now let's move to the second question. This one focuses on a specific detail mentioned by the man. What does the woman need to get into the gym? This question is a detail question. It asks, what does the woman need in order to get into the gym? We need to scan our memory or notes for the specific requirement the man mentioned for entry. The man explicitly states the requirement in the fourth sentence. Show them your student ID card. Let's take a closer look at option A, a special gym membership. Option A is a special gym membership. The man actually says the opposite. He says, it's included in our student fees, and she does not need to pay extra. Therefore, a special membership is not required. This is incorrect. Now, let's take a closer look at option B, her student ID card. Option B is her student ID card. This matches the text perfectly. The man tells her, you just need to show them your student ID card. Since this is the direct answer provided in the conversation, this option is correct. Now, let's take a closer look at option C, to pay a small fee. Option C suggests she needs to pay a small fee. However, the man clearly states, you don't have to pay anything extra. This directly contradicts the text, so it is incorrect. Now, let's take a closer look at option D, to sign up for a class. Option D says to sign up for a class. While this might be something students do at a gym, it is not mentioned in this conversation as a requirement for entry. Therefore, this option is incorrect. The correct answer is B because the key expressions in the text directly match this option, while the other choices either provide incomplete information or clearly contradict the passage.